fascinating. This is very interesting. So it's the age when kids are learning their 1, 2, 3s, their ABCs, and now there's a California elementary school that is a bit under fire after children age 5 through 9 are now getting, they had 2 days of lessons on gender diversity, using toys and illustrations to explain all of this. Edward Dragen supports the diversity program. He is an education management consultant. And Tony Perkins does not support this program. He is the president of the Family Research Council. Thank you very much, Tony and Edward, for being with me today. I appreciate it. I just want to kind of fill people in a little bit because one of our reporters, Claudia, has been working on this, and she has been sending me some information on it. She spent a couple of days in the classroom and listened in to some of this. So the kindergartners were basically told, you know, this is pink, this color's pink. What does that say to you? This is blue. What does that say to you? They talked about boys and girls identifying with different colors. They were told that was fine for boys and girls to like different colors. Fine, good. Okay, so then you move on to the fourth graders. The fourth graders were told that some species actually change their sexuality over the course of their lives, and that for them to do that is okay, which I'm sure is a big relief to the animal kingdom and those species that do that. They were also told that if you're born a boy but you feel like a girl, you know, and want to change that, that's okay too. Let's open this up for some discussion. Edward, your thoughts on this and what's being taught here?
Right. I believe it's very, very important for kids to learn about differences and to accept differences. This is one of the problems that we have in our country right now regarding bullying, that kids identify others as being different and they pick on them. So it's very important to deal with gender identity, as it is important to deal with disability, because kids are harassed because of disability. So it's an important area to cover with all kids.
Tony, what do you think?
Well, let me first say, as a parent of 5 children, I agree with Edward that the stated purpose here to deal with the issue of bullying, our children should be able to go into a safe environment. They should be safe from bullying, and they should also be safe from indoctrination into homosexuality. I mean, we're talking about kids that are graduating from wearing geranimals to having their sexuality compared to animals. I mean, how far are we willing to go with this? When you consider that only 7% of the animal kingdom is monogamous in their sexual relationships, is that what we're saying our kids should aspire to? I mean, this is really outlandish.
Yeah.
And the fact that parents cannot...
I hear what you're both saying, and I just want to interject one other thought to this, okay? As a parent of 3 kids, I think I agree with you both. It's very important to teach, you know, understanding about people and to obviously warn kids against any kind of bullying that goes on in schools, and it does. But when I look across the country and I see the number of children who are proficient in reading and math, okay, my question to this school system is, have you taught these children the things that it's your job to teach them? And why are we spending 2 days having this discussion in school? And, you know, have you completed all of your other missions and you're so freed up that you've got time now to discuss clownfish and geckos? You know, are all the bases covered? Edward, what do you think about that?
Well, one of the things that I wanted to say is I did look at the curriculum. I looked at what the school was teaching, and I don't see it at all that the school is forcing anybody to believe in one value or another. What they're doing is opening up opportunities for discussion about differences, and that's the important thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why are we having this? Why are we doing this in school? That is what I'm saying. We have a desperate education situation in this country, in many of these school districts across the country. And there's so much time now in school, because I see this with my own kids, because my younger kids are in public school. There's perhaps too much time spent on this stuff and not enough time spent on what they're supposed to be spending time on. Tony, weigh in.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they should be teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic, not comparing their sexuality to fishes. I mean, the fact that there's a clownfish out there that's transsexual has nothing to do with our children and helping them and equipping them to be successful in life. This is a part of a bigger agenda, and this is the problem that Americans are waking up to. As this idea of same-sex marriage and all of this is working its way through, this is a part of the process. It's indoctrinating children at their very young ages at the expense of actually teaching them what they need to be successful
both very
in life.
important issues that we've raised here. You know, we want to raise our children to be sensitive, of course, and understanding and not bullies. We also want to make sure that they know how to read and write by the time they finish 8th grade. Interesting discussion. Edward and Tony, thank you so much for being with us today.